Welcome back to Press Review. Let's start by taking a look at today's front pages in the Middle East. Starting in Beirut, the Daily Star reports that the Free Patriotic Movement leader Michel Aoun proposed that the constitution be amended to allow the Lebanese people to directly elect the head of state. The paper also reports that Tele Liban's court session has been postponed to July the 4th, when the state-sponsored channel will face a lawsuit filed by beIN Sports over broadcasting the World Cup. The Egypt Independent leads reporting that a blast outside the Ittihadiyya presidential palace has killed a police officer and wounded 3 others. The paper also reports that Aswan prosecution ordered release of an official governorate's housing department on £30,000 Egyptian bail pending investigations. The UAE's Khalij Times reports that insurgents brought down an army helicopter over the northern city of Tikrit yesterday as the military sent in tanks to try to dislodge them on second day of a major pushback against militant takeover of large stretches of Iraq. The paper also reports that on the second day of the UAE's Suqiyya Water Aid Initiative launched by Sheikh Mohammed, the amount from donations swelled to 60.25 million UAE dirhams. And from Saudi Arabia, the Arab News reports that a large number of prisoners of public rights have been released following an amnesty announced by King Abdullah on the occasion of Ramadan. The paper also reports that militant group ISIS announced its establishment of an Islamic caliphate and declared its chief Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi as the caliph. And now let's take a look at the top MidEast news from UK papers. The Telegraph leads Middle East news reporting that the self-declared jihadist Islamic State faced its first test as Baghdad intensified an offensive to recapture Tikrit, Saddam Hussein's birthplace, and the southernmost stronghold held by extremists, with airstrikes and artillery strikes across the city. The Guardian leads Middle East news reporting that the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has voiced support for Kurdish statehood, taking a position that appears to clash with the US preference to keep sectarian war-torn Iraq united. Netanyahu called for the establishment of an independent Kurdistan as part of a broader alliance with moderate forces across the region, adding that Israel would have to maintain a long-term military presence in the West Bank even after any future peace agreement with the Palestinians. Also from the UK, the Independent reports that the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria has reportedly declared the areas it occupies in Iraq and Syria as a new Islamic State, ushering in a new era of international jihad. The paper says the announcement will see ISIS now simply refer to itself as the Islamic State, and the group has called on Al-Qaeda and other related militant Sunni factions operating in the region to immediately pledge their allegiance. And now let's take a look at the top MidEast news in international papers. From Germany, the Deutsche Welle reports that 2 Tunisian embassy staffers freed by kidnappers in Libya have been welcomed home in Tunis after several months of captivity. Tunisia's Foreign Ministry Mongi Hamdi said no ransom has been paid for 2 embassy members, a diplomat and a consulate worker, but he declined to give details on how the release was arranged. And finally, China's Global Times reports that Israeli Foreign Minister Avigdor Lieberman proposed that Israel should consider reoccupying the Gaza Strip in response to recent rocket fire from the Hamas-controlled enclave on southern Israel. The paper says that the Israeli Air Force struck targets in the Gaza Strip twice over the weekend in response to recent rocket fire from Gaza. And that was it for today's Media Roundup. For more updates, please visit our website on levant.tv. Thanks for watching Press Review. Be sure to join me again tomorrow, and bye for now.